Yeah, this is important. This is like kind of like my life. I kind of go, I don't know about you, but just back and forth. It's like I know what I want. I'm going after it, but I go so fast. I don't know about you guys, but it's like I want to get this done. Action, go, go, go. And then it's like, wait, worry, because I'm going too fast, or maybe I missed something. And then you question yourself, and then you're like, wait, I'm worrying. I need to be problem solving. Let me focus. Oh, and then you feel bad. Maybe you're getting a negative feeling. So then you have to go back and set your visualize, what am I going after? And you're finding that strength. Like, it's like you're kind of rotating 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 3. Like, I don't know. That's how I feel sometimes. But as long as you just keep going back, if you have that negative feeling and you're getting worried and you're putting pressure on yourself, you're like, oh my God, what if wait, I can't think negative. Let me go back. Positive. That's the only way I'm going to reach my goal. And
I have to tell you, I know what you're doing over there to make this show happen, and I got to give you props because you just jump right into it. And just so everybody knows, she's probably on her knees right now.
I am on my knees. And you know what? The Lord just keeps bringing me down to my knees. So how appropriate is this? It's very appropriate. I surrender everything
to make this show happen and not decide to back out. I'm sorry I'm laughing. You know, as you guys could probably figure out, we don't take ourselves that seriously, but this is really kind of interesting.
Well, I'm used to pain a little, so I'm comfortable with it. You got to lean into the discomfort sometimes in life, right, to get to the good stuff.
Yeah, well, okay, I'm going to keep rolling through the good stuff. There's more, of course, in the article you can take a look at. It's Psychology Today. That is an article on anxiety, 12 active ways to conquer anxiety and depression. So here we go. Next one. Next slide for us. Much love, by the way. Can you give a shout out with me there for Of the Refrain? Sent some love to us. He already made a comment there.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it,
Cheers. Love it.
Appreciate it. Big time. All right. So define your best life is one of the suggestions that he makes when you're dealing with anxiety and depression. Take the wheel, number 5. Number 6, love conquers fear. Any thoughts on that? Because this is something that we're all facing nowadays in the times that we live in. Any thoughts?
Oh, my God. Yeah, I've been learning all about this. I know over the years, I used to let fear just overtake me, and I used to be paralyzed by it. And it's like I've come a long way since then. So I know now it's like it's you just get rid of fear every single time. I've learned it's like just face it, just run right into it. Just learn how to welcome it, because the fear is always going to be there. So it's like learn how to just like run into it and just welcome it. Give it a hug. Give your fear a hug, because it's
give your fear a hug.
We're human. Right? It's going to be there. And that's how you're taking the wheel. It's like, that's how you're taking action, because you're not letting your fear. It's not that you're not afraid. I'm not afraid. I say that all the time. I'm not afraid. But the truth is I am. It's just, I just keep like plowing through past it. It's like the fear's there and I'm running past it. That's kind of how I visualize it in my mind. Like if you're doing a sprint or a marathon or what have you, and the fear, you're like, I see you, fear. I'm going to run right the heck past you and go ahead and get on down to this finish line, because my eye is on that finish line, and that's what I want.
There you go. There you go. And hey, you know what? You've had some moments that we've had in other shows you've talked about that were challenging for you. A lot of people go through stress each and every day. But this part about, I'm going to pick on point number 5. Take the wheel. Sometimes it could feel overwhelming just to get out of bed, let alone taking the wheel. But you've had moments where you've had to take charge and just make it happen. Kind of like the show you're doing right now. Because
heck yeah. I'm like, bring it on.
Yeah.
Somebody try to stop me. I'm just going to keep, I don't care if I'm on my knees, on my face, on my when you want something, or when you make up your mind, right, guys? When you're like, I don't care. Somebody's going to have to kill me to stop me. When you get that kind of drive and like grit, it's like, who cares? You know, I don't care how dumb I look or how it's like I'm over all that. That is just such in the past, like it's held me back. It actually like creates more fear. So if we're living our authentic lives and we think about what we want and who we are, not who we want to be, because we're actually just embracing who we are and we just get rid of the programming, right? We're just like, let me go ahead and just strip away all the yucky stuff everybody put in my head all these years and actually just be who I am and who I was when I was a little girl. Like that's how I am now, and I enjoy it.
What wasn't easy, right? There were moments that were really tough, you would say. You had tough moments?
Moments in life that were really tough, or moments recently.
I better not open that can of conversation right now. Let's put this on the screen. let me not touch that too much. Number 7 recommendation was change the conversation. I kind of like what we're doing right now. Face your fears. Move through procrastination. These were 9 of the points that he had in the article, 12 altogether. Any thoughts? You kind of touched on some of these, especially.
Yeah, you know what I learned about procrastination? This was something, because I read way too much psychology, facts, and articles, or I have over the years. But there was something recently I read more about procrastination, and it talked about how it's all based on our emotions, and it's like fear, emotion based. And it went into it. I'm like, oh my God, it made me feel so much better, because I used to beat myself up. Like, dang, I'm so bad at procrastinate. Like, why am I avoiding? Like, why am I taking so long and like taking so long to think through this before I take the action? It's so emotion based. So when you dig in and you're not afraid to dig in deep in yourself and your ego and your fears and then your yucky dark stuff and everything that comes up and gets triggered, once you just start digging through that and you're not afraid of it, it's like you can get through and figure out the procrastination, because it's really just emotions and a bunch of layers that make us procrastinate for anything anyways. Or you don't want to do it. It's like sometimes you procrastinate because you don't want to do something. Then you don't want it. Then why are you doing it? So then let it go, right? It's like, go do something else that you actually want to do. Like, it keeps going back to number 1. What do you, visualize what do you want and who are you and what are you going after?
I'm going back to number 1 now.
That's another point to change in the conversation, right? Change it up. It's like, what's going to make you be authentically you? Just keep changing the conversation until you're doing that, because then it's so much easier, even when it's hard, if that makes sense, right?
No. It makes sense, because you're talking about not just giving up. You're literally talking about problem solving for one's life so you can keep moving forward. I like that. I like that a lot. Here we go. Number 10, 11, and 12. From the Psychology Today article, dealing with anxiety, maximize outdoor time. Number 11, practice kindness. Number 12, can I open to this? Number 10 and 11, your thoughts?
Outdoor time. I mean, good Lord. It's like we're made to be like in nature, right? Authentically, originally, biologically. And look at our society. Look at us. Look at how we've been programmed and how we've been raised, and everybody working these 9-to-5s. And God, I thought I was going to suffocate this past year. I wasn't even at my last full-time job that long, and just being indoors all the time. And I just I was really stressed out, and I wasn't making enough time to go outdoors. And when I thought about it later after I left, I was like, oh my God, it was like a slow strangle. Like, I wasn't getting outdoor nature air. That's what I love. Like, that's what I lived for always growing up as a little girl. I would always go out and play, and now I'm doing that again. And I've, you just have to remind yourself, it's like, what are we made for? How can I be authentically myself and just not be afraid to just embrace the inner child, right?
Yeah.
All these adults running around, and it's like, come on. We're still the same person, whether you're 5, 55, 95. I don't care how old we are. We're still human beings, and we need to be outdoors, right?
So all these mad adults running around, is that what you're saying? Their inner child.
Yeah, they're mad. So many people are angry and resentful right now, right? Because they're not living the life they want to live, and they feel, I have to work this job, and I got to do this, and I got to do that. And it's like, well, do you? You told yourself that, or your parents told you that, or society told you that. All these people told you how to be, and you just kept listening to them because you were afraid, I guess, or you didn't want to do the wrong thing, right? That was me for a long time. I was taught very like religious, you got to do the right thing, and it's like I don't even care anymore what the right or the wrong thing is. It's like, just be yourself. That's the only thing that gives us life, breath, life. Just be yourself.
So you get outside is what you're saying.
Yeah, I love being outside. I play with my son. I take him to the playground. I think we were talking about that the other week. I was like,
how old is he
the
again?
kids, they're laughing. They're like, is that your mom? Like, that's not your mom. Like, that's got to be your sister, right?
By the way,
not that I look that young, but
if you're listening to this, she can't hear me because she doesn't have headphones.
Yeah, it's not my looks. It's more like she's literally swinging and then jumping off a swing and like running around with the kids. So, but I love doing that. Good Lord, I'll be 38 this year, and it's like, yeah, I play on the playground. So what? Like, you wish you could. Why don't you come join me sometime?
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
I just told everybody I was trying to say something and you couldn't hear me. It's because you don't have headphones.
I know.
So I think
they thought I was rude just talking over. They're like, dang, she's
I didn't
so
want everybody
rude.
to think that you were being rude. It's just that we had a minor technical difficulty if you're now chiming in. By the way, thank you everyone for stopping by to our debut show here on YouTube. Can you see what's on the screen of the refrain?
We build our own prisons. Heck yeah, we do.
And he's got another thing there.
In my neighborhood, since the lockdown, the homeless are chill, but the regular neighbors are way more hostile. Oh my gosh. People need to be debriefed after the pandemic. It's like we're just operating in this society, right? In that system, and people, they want to do the right thing. Maybe they want to be a good person. Maybe their parents instill, whether it's religious or just being a good citizen, a good human. People are afraid of that shame, right? It's if you keep digging down and you just keep going and going, you're just at the bottom or at the core, you're going to find shame normally. It's like fear, judgment, blah, blah, and then shame's down in there. And a lot of people don't want to keep digging. And it's like you got to get that out and take a look at that and not be afraid to look at that. It's like, who cares?
Now, we didn't plan what I'm about to do right now, but you mentioned a word there, and I'm going to put it up on the screen. And then I just need you to tell me more of your opinion of this word.
Shame. How did you have that ready?
You know what? I've just had
shame
stuff over here.
I used to not really even consider that word, or I was like, oh, that has nothing to do with me, or, that's for people that are really like did something bad. And then I got more life experience. And then, you know what I mean? And then I started getting real with myself. And I was like, man, this sucks. I'm either going to need to go through all this and really live, or I'm just going to pretend like I'm living, but I really feel like I'm dying sometimes. So I had to look in, and as I was looking in and starting my digging, it's taken many years, back and forth. And it's like you look around and then you start noticing everybody else's triggers and everybody else's stuff and all the shame. Everybody's walking around with that core shame, whether it's related to guilt as well, like they did something, or somebody projected that onto them because of whatever else. People are just afraid, and they just keep projecting this shame onto other people because they don't want to feel it sometimes, right? If they have such a fragile ego, and we've talked about those kinds of personalities and those kinds of issues, it's like, it's really sad, but people can take a real extreme turn with it. And you can either choose to heal and level up and live life and actually enjoy yourself and enjoy others and love, kindness, peace, all that good stuff, or you can just slowly get darker and like more angry, resentful, and less life, less breath. I mean, it'll just keep decreasing, you know, as time goes by. I see a lot of older people, whether it's in my family or just even around here, it's like if they don't figure something out at some point, the older you get, the more resentment is building up, the more shame just gets stuck in there, and then they just get nasty. I'm like, dang, that sucks.
Okay. I just want you to know, as you slowly get older, I do not expect you to get moody, grumpy, or nasty.
Me? No.
You just need headphones. You just need headphones. That's all.
I tell you what, I'm never gonna not check the bag again.
Hey, it's a debut show. We can do whatever. Okay, so if anybody wants to know, you have no choice. I'm going to tell you anyhow. If you happen to have 3 businesses in your area, if you happen to have independent businesses, business owners, or you happen to know a local band in your area, we're going to be showcasing them on the Boom 86. We look forward to you taking a look at some of the people we already have lined up that will be coming your way, musicians and others who will be able to play for you, and they'll showcase their music. You'll hear music at the end of this show of an artist that maybe you have never heard before. Feel free to go take a look at their work on Spotify and wherever you can find them. So we will be showcasing a number of different people. As I lose my voice, that was really weird. I just lost my voice. So if you know anyone, 1 to 2, 3 different people or businesses, feel free to connect with us. That information will be provided for you, of course, here on NATV Network. The Boom 86 will be available to you to send their information in to us. You got a chance to make an appearance.
I was laughing when
on the East Coast there in Florida. As a person who gets about town, this is a place you took your son to?
Yeah, I just went there the other day, and I connected with one of the trainers there online. He was just super nice and encouraging, and I had passed by that place a lot, and I used to do more boxing and MMA and some other things when I had some guns on me. No, not real guns, but you know, like a little bit of muscle compared to now. Yeah. So
I've seen your guns.
Yeah, right.
I've seen your muscles there.
I've had to take a break for a while, but I was like, man, I'm gonna get better and then like do some boxing. I really miss it. And then my son actually is really interested. So Downtown Orlando Boxing Club, and it's not just boxing. They have a full gym. You know, they got the machines and all, but it's just such a community group, and you can just feel like they're just so chill. They really care. The guys are super sweet, but they're very on point. I'm going to tell you, because I've actually done training over here at another gym, one of those, you know, bigger box ones, and other places. You're going to pay an arm and a leg. And sometimes, I mean, they're good, but these guys are just really on point. I watched a couple sessions, and they were just like specialized. They're doing some like specialized training and some different techniques and stuff. So from core fitness to boxing, and then they also have a group that comes in and does that, what is it, Brazilian jiu-jitsu? I'm gonna say it wrong. Jiu-jitsu. Daniel Gracie. That right. One. So they rent the space from them, and they're just great. I mean, you could drop by and pay a drop-in rate, or you can do the membership. It's really reasonable, but I would highly recommend them. They're super sweet.
Okay, of the refrain, it says Golden Gloves. That's probably the nickname we're going to have to give Crystal.
I can get some Golden Gloves.
Thank you for the Crystal tease there of that business. If you have a business in your local area and you want them to be showcased, that's what we're doing here on the Boom 86, as well as talking about mental health. But you're going to hear a lot of music here that you may have not heard anywhere else. And some of them will be individuals that will get invited to a studio that we're connected with, and be able to, they can make a few tracks there if they'd like to. But we're looking to showcase independent artists and businesses. I'm on the West Coast. Crystal, you're on the East Coast. Can you still hear
Keeping
me,
it real.
even though don't have your headphones there?
What's that about the East Coast, West Coast?
Can you just- oh man.
Do I ever go to the coast, like to the
This
beach?
is- you know what? We're just gonna coast through this show. Because,
That's what.
what
Hey, I'm
did you
coasting
put
through
up there?
life.
What's that on the screen, Crystal?
A buddy hung out with the Gracies, good family from what I hear, legit. Yeah, oh, that's cool. They actually know the peeps that started that whole thing. I mean, their name is obviously legendary, famous for that style.
Cool.
So I've heard a lot about it, and I haven't tried it myself yet. So I don't know if you guys have. Let me know, because I'm gonna try it out.
Now, everybody, feel free to come back and visit us again. We're going to be ending the show in a little bit here with some music and other stuff, but don't forget to reach out to Crystal Nicole Black. C&B is we're going to be working together. We have so much more planned for you. So expect to see and hear different things here. But when it comes to anxiety and depression, feel free to check out that article from Psychology Today. You'll get a kick out of what it says there. Crystal, I have to ask you this. Do you know a local band in your area that we can showcase? Don't say any names.
Okay.
If not, between now and the next show, maybe you can find one for us.
Oh, you know
Some
I
local
can.
band.
You know I can.
I know. I was just
So
was
band instead of just artist. Got it.
being weird. So if you can find any local band, your local band can be live streamed with us. We have some others already lined up to go. You
No
will
problem.
be seeing them in the next upcoming weeks and months. You will see some bands that and musicians. They're very talented people that you will be able to see with Crystal and I here on the Boom 86. We hope that, you will enjoy it. We got the debut show pretty much underway here. I think we survived. I got everything up, just reminding everybody about their local bands. Crystal, you got to highlight a local business out there in Florida. We've got to do a lot of different things here, so we've got to just get headphones next time, right?
Absolutely. I'm like,
We did good. We did good. We did good.
you're so nice to me.
We did. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're kind.
I have no idea.
See, you practice kindness. You did that, whatever. Was that number 11? I forgot which number. We didn't even talk about that.
Pretty
So
good.
he's
that was number
practicing.
11. That was number 11. You remembered. You remember.
Oh, shoot. I was right. Good.
All right. So I just want to say I hope that you have someone in charge of headphones next time.
Heck yeah.
You
You live and learn, right?
You got nothing to say on that. You got nothing to say. All right, that's the end of the show, everybody. By the way, this is not like super duper, polished show, especially the first one.
No.
We just wanted to kick around, get this out here. She wanted to try out her new microphone there and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to let's see here. I'm going to put some music on, and we're going to leave.
He knows
with
I
some
wanted to hold the
music.
microphone.
Yeah.
I asked that specific. I'm like, I can't really sing, so I really enjoy like holding a microphone, just pretending like
I have
I'm somebody.
Nothing to say. I have nothing to say. Well, we got some. I'm going to put something up on the screen here. What does he say there?
Your son is tracking solid. Good for me. Boxing is solitary effort, but impossible without people in the corner. Good for you, Mom. Great job. Mad props. Yo, thank you. I'm trying my best. He's almost 12, so I'm like, let's get it going.
There you go. There you go. Friday afternoon in Southern California here, up and down the coast, and over in Florida where you are. It's evening around dinner time. But either way,
Yeah.
of the refrain, you're the bomb. You're the bomb for being
You're the
here.
bomb.com.
For being here on the show. We're going to do a bunch of these, so get used to it. Random is pretty much the way you can kind of describe the shows that we're going to put on together. They're just random.
There was a
stuff,
topic.
but a lot of music. What?
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was like, there's a topic.
I know, huh? We're going to do a show called Random. We're just going to sit and just kind of like, a show prep kind of I don't know.
One could be
we're
like
gonna go,
Randy
everybody.
Random. Do you want to get Randy with the random thing? Okay, maybe
you're
not.
scaring me now. You're scaring me.
Okay.
All the little kids away.
I scare a lot of people, but I think I enjoy it now.
All right. Everybody, enjoy your weekend. Crystal, any last words of advice to the planet Earth before we go from the Boom 86?
What did I do to the mic? Last words. Be yourself. Be yourself. Don't care about what people think. Love yourself. You just hug yourself until you love yourself, and then you can actually love other people. Be kind. Let your fear go. No matter how many times it comes in, you just let it go.